Hello, Tillamook County Democrats. I'm Cole Burkina. I'm chair of Tillamook County Democratic Party. Had the COVID last week, been a little bit under the weather, but feeling a lot better now. And just wanted to update you on some of what's going on, pitch attendance maybe at a couple of important meetings that are happening in the next couple of days. And just assure you that even though we've been a little bit quiet after the fair, things are beginning to kick into high gear as we move into election season. So two things. Well, I'll tell you that we had an officers meeting this morning where mostly what we were talking about was how to get our office management committee that we kind of put together at the central committee meeting Thursday night. How do we get that committee meeting and engaged in decision making connected with our election, our campaign office that will be opening September 12th and it's staying open through November 12th. So a 2-month period where we will have a physical place to meet in downtown Tillamook. So Wednesday evening we'll have a committee meeting, an office management committee meeting that Tim Borman, Vice Chair Tim Borman, is convening. I hope that you will do everything you can. You know, if you want to attend the office management committee meeting, you're totally welcome. And you know, the more hands there, the better. But what we're mostly looking for is right now is a sense of who is going to be available to staff the office and exactly when. So I think if you will get in touch with Tim, send Tim an email, which he will then probably forward to some kind of point person on the office management committee who will be keeping a schedule. That'll help us answer so many questions. And there will be just a ton of stuff that needs to be done just for making that office space welcoming and for making it an engaging place for Tillamook residents of the county, visitors, all kinds of people are going to get to see us for the first time in a while. And you know, we want them to get the impression that we're reasonable, friendly people. And of course, I'm not too worried that that they would get any other impression, but we kind of want to know what we would like to talk to people about when, you know, they stick their heads in the door and say, hey, Democrats, what are you all about? Well, how do we answer that question? So let's talk about it among ourselves and make sure we're prepared, because we do have a good message, but we need a little practice in delivering it succinctly. So that's one thing. Send an email to Tim and just, if possible, let him and the office management committee know when you're going to be available and for what. The other thing is that tomorrow night there's going to be a joint meeting of the elections and legislative committees, and this is going to be all about getting our slate card ready, the schedule, how we do the content exactly. There's just all kinds of things that need to be resolved for us to get a slate card printed and distributed, deciding what the distribution plan is. That sounds, you know, if you've never been through the process of creating a slate card for a county party, it may sound simple and easy, maybe boring. Let me assure you, it is not. It is none of those things. And if you get involved in this, you will have a fair amount of power, because we're going to be hopefully making recommendations in races where our recommendation will actually be decisive, right? That it'll be the only clue that most Democratic voters in the county have as to, you know, who's a reasonable person to vote for in this race, where they have very little information about who the you know, who the people are or what the ballot measures are all about. You know, what's the backstory behind ballot measures. So you can have an outsized influence by getting involved in this process, showing up at that meeting tomorrow night. You're totally welcome, even if you're not on either of those committees, because we're gonna just need a lot of warm bodies. Hopefully warm bodies who have a little bit of ability to do some research and maybe write up a quick summary of what you think our recommendation ought to be on particular candidates and ballot measures. But there's just going to be so much information to process, and we're going to need so many hands in doing that, that your presence there could be very helpful as well. So both these meetings are going to be at the our main Zoom room. You can go to the website, figure out where that is. Click on join us, attend a virtual meeting, and you just click on the big orange room there in the middle. 6 o'clock tomorrow night for the slate card stuff. 6 o'clock the following night for office management stuff. And even if you can't make them, send an email to Tim or Tim Borman, and you can find his email address on the website, or just send an email to vicechair1 at tilcodems.org, or get in touch with Sandy Johnson or David McCall about the slate card stuff. If you've got any researching ability at all, I think you could really help a lot there, and you can find their addresses on the website, or send me an email, send Tim an email, and we'll get you hooked up. A lot happening. Hope you're going to be with us. Sure would enjoy working with you.